This tape made FBI agents cry. A 16-year-old girl screams for her life while two men laugh and crush her bones with a sledgehammer. This isn't a movie, it's a true story, and they called themselves the Toolbox Killers. In 1979, the sun-soaked streets of Southern California became a hunting ground. Not for animals, for teenage girls. Their predators weren't monsters in masks. They were two men in a silver van, with charm, tools, and pure evil in their hearts. Meet Lawrence Bittaker and Roy Norris, both ex-convicts, both deeply disturbed, both drawn to the same twisted fantasy, torturing young women. Slowly, they met in a California prison. Bittaker was a highly intelligent psychopath with an IQ of 138, calm and emotionless. Norris was unstable, impulsive, and obsessed with sexual violence. Their personalities clicked like two parts of a bomb. In prison, they shared their fantasies, abducting teenage girls, torturing them, recording their screams, and discarding their bodies like trash. And they didn't stop at talk. When they got out, they put the plan in motion. They bought a silver 1977 GMC cargo van. No windows in the back, no seats, no witnesses. They nicknamed it Murder Mac. Inside the van, a tape recorder, duct tape, wire coat hangers, ice picks, a sledgehammer, vice grip pliers, and a toolbox, yes, a literal toolbox. Their victims were chosen at random: girls walking home, girls hitchhiking, girls just living their lives. They stalked them, tricked them, grabbed them, and once they were inside the van, hell began. Their first known victim was Lucinda Schaefer, 16 years old. She was walking home from a church meeting in Redondo Beach. They offered her a ride. She said no, so they followed her, waited. When she was alone, they dragged her into the van at knife point. Lucinda fought, screamed. They gagged her, tied her up, drove into the mountains. They raped her, then strangled her with a wire coat hanger twisted tight with pliers. Slowly, when she stopped moving, they dumped her body off a cliff. It only got worse. Their next victim, Andrea Hall, 18, a hitchhiker. They pulled over. She smiled and got in. That would be her last smile. Same process. Bound, raped, and killed. They took photos of her during the attack. The van's floor was stained in her blood. Then came Jackie Gilliam and Leah Lamp, both teenagers, abducted together from a bus stop. What followed was a night of hell. For hours, they beat her, raped her, tortured her, and recorded everything. They used vice grip pliers on her genitals, smashed her face with fists, then with a hammer, broke her elbows. They recorded her screams as trophies. You can hear her beg, "No, don't touch me." They laugh. One of them says, "Scream, scream louder. I love it." When they tired of her, they strangled her with a coat hanger, twisted with the same pliers. Then they dumped her body in front of a house like garbage. It was the tape that changed everything. Roy Norris, the weaker one, couldn't stay quiet. He bragged to a cellmate about the killings and the tape. The cellmate went to police. Norris cracked under pressure. He confessed to everything, led police to the sites, and told them about the photos, the toolbox, and the van. Inside Bittaker's van, they found hundreds of photos of young girls, many unidentified bloodstains, physical evidence linking them to the crime scenes. Then they found the tape. The LAPD listened. Officers wept. A seasoned FBI agent vomited. Another agent had to leave the room. The Shirley Ledford tape was played in court. The jury and the judge sat in stunned silence. Several jurors wept. It was the most disturbing audio ever presented in a courtroom. In 1981, Bittaker was sentenced to death. He showed no remorse. He called the tape overblown. He died in prison in 2019. Norris received 45 years to life in exchange for his testimony. He died in 2020. He called it a mistake. But what they did wasn't a mistake. It was planned, calculated, deliberate. They didn't kill out of rage. They killed out of pleasure. They weren't insane. They were evil. They hunted. They tortured. They laughed. And they kept going until someone finally talked. If you made it this far, you're not the same. This was the true story of the Toolbox Killers, Lawrence Bittaker and Roy Norris. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.